So a couple of days ago, we heard rumors and reports swirling that Max Kellerman might be on his way out of ESPN First Take. All right, and this is articles from USA Today from 13 minutes ago, and Max Kellerman moving from ESPN's First Take to morning radio show, excuse me, with Keyshawn Johnson, Jay Williams. All right. And let's get this clear. Max Kellerman is not moving from ESPN's First Take. He's been fired from ESPN's First Take because like I said, there were rumors swirling about this, and one of the rumors was that Stephen A. Smith is really unsatisfied with Max Kellerman. Stephen A. Smith does not like working with him, and he just doesn't like him being on the show. All right. Now, quite frankly, I used to be a big ESPN First Take fan, big First Take fan back in the day, because they actually talked about sports and they had some decent coverage. They gave logistical, logical, common sense analysis. You had Stephen A. and Skip Bayless. That was a really good combination. And if you actually remember, roughly a year ago, ESPN actually tried to bring Skip Bayless back and partner him up with Stephen A. Smith on First Take, or they were going to bring him back and put him on their ESPN Plus show, because we all know ESPN Plus is a failure. No one wants to pay for ESPN Plus to be lectured by these woke sports media people. All right. And so here we go. Max Kellerman's departure from First Take is official. Kellerman sat opposite Stephen A. Smith on the 2-hour debate show for 5 years, but ESPN announced Tuesday that Kellerman is leaving the show to join the morning radio program. Front Office Sports first reported Kellerman's potential move last week. Like I said, there were rumblings about this. Alongside ex-NFL wide receiver Keyshawn Johnson and former basketball star Jay Williams, Kellerman will replace Zubin Mehenti, who has been absent for an extended period of time due to medical issue. Mehenti will return to SportsCenter anchoring duties upon his return. And, all right, so, and by the way, what am I looking for? Zubin, he's out because type 1 diabetes issues. That's the medical issue, so we hope he gets well. But Max Kellerman will be going to the radio. They don't want to see him on TV because, quite frankly, he's too stupid to be on TV. He has too many stupid takes. He has too many political takes. He has too many woke takes, all right? Kellerman will also be hosting a new ESPN television series. More details to follow, ESPN said in release. The company also said plans on First Take's updated format will be revealed soon. Kellerman's weekly boxing show on ESPN2 will continue. I wouldn't be surprised if one day they removed Max Kellerman from everything except for his boxing show, because Max actually is a pretty good boxing analyst. He does know a lot about boxing, the history. I know nothing about boxing, so I'm not even going to talk about that. But this is the same dude who said Tom Brady was going to fall off a cliff. Tom Brady was going to be retired in 2 years. And that one was that 2016, 2017, 2018. I don't remember exactly. A couple years ago at this point. But now we have a situation where Tom Brady has a job for longer than Max Kellerman. All right, and Max Kellerman's job doesn't require physical abuse either. Getting your knees hit, your shoulders hit, your arm hit. All right. So that's pretty funny. And keep in mind, this is the same dude. All right, part of the reason why he's leaving is because the First Take ratings are in the trash. ESPN ratings are in the trash. Nobody wants to see this, all right? I believe before this he was on a Sports Nation, or Pardon the Interruption, back years and years ago when I was still in grade school. I used to get off school in the afternoon, ride the bus home, turn it on, and I believe he was on there. But anyway, this is the same dude who said he was worried the first 3 picks of the NFL draft was going to be white guy. Well, he should be worried because he's fired, and his show is tanking. All right, nobody likes Max Kellerman. He's a figure on the way out, and independent media is on the way up. We see people just starting their own websites, starting their own channels, just getting their voices out there, who have better rational thoughts, better rational opinions, and better rational analysis than people like Max Kellerman and Stephen A. Smith. I saw literally today a headline on a Twitter tweet or an article that said Max Kellerman offended by the Notre Dame Fighting Irish mascot. Apparently it was offensive because it symbolizes white supremacy and rich people. Like, what a surprise. Max Kellerman's going to go with his woke take and blame everything on what race, all right? Max Kellerman really got triggered, and his wokeness took a whole nother step when he saw Tom Brady have a red MAGA hat in his locker, all right? Because apparently you can't vote for who you want to vote for anymore without being criticized by ESPN, because ESPN has turned into a mostly political, sometimes sports platform, all right? With Kellerman's 2-hour radio slot, 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Time, no more, the The show of former NFL linebacker Bart Scott and Alan Hahn has been expanded an hour from noon to 3 p.m. All right, so they're taking his show off, expanding other shows. We saw this coming. Like I said, we heard about this a week ago. Not a surprise. It wouldn't surprise me one day if First Take is gone, because ESPN is losing money. We've seen ESPN. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but they have no face value anymore. They have no appealing people. Stephen A. Smith is the only one left at ESPN who moves the line. Maybe someone like Mike Greenberg, like an older analyst, or Scott Van Pelt. Scott Van Pelt's pretty good. He does that midnight Sports Center. That's the only Sports Center I really enjoy. I do like his. He probably differs in my opinion, but I do think he hosts a good Sports Center. All right, that's just my opinion. All right, so. Max Kellerman officially gone. We saw this coming, and honestly, this might be the first domino to fall, all right? We're going to see a lot of people moving around because a lot of times these people, remember when they had the SC6 back in the day? SC6, Sports Center 6, all right? And it was Jamel Hill and Michael Smith, all right? We all know who Jamel Hill is, all right? And it was like SC6, 6 p.m., and their ratings were god-awful, all right? And remember, we were told that they were hired just because they're two black people. That's what ESPN said. They wanted to put minorities out there. They put them out there. Guess what? They started talking about politics. They started hating on the current president that was in office at the time, and the ratings were trash. And they blamed it. They made an excuse that said there's no new highlights at 6 p.m. That's BS, all right? The whole situation here is that ESPN has a bunch of people who don't want to cover sports anymore, and they just want to tie sports into woke stuff and into race stuff, and that ultimately, they just don't give good analysis anymore. That's the bottom line. Take out the politics, take out the race baiting, take out the pandering, take out the views, take out everything. All right, take out the endorsing of political figures. Take out everything like that. ESPN just has not had a good product. All right, Skip Bayless, those days were far superior. It has been on a strict decline since then. And this is not a surprise to me. This is not a surprise to anyone else. Max Kellerman is out the door, and this is just going to keep continuing. All right, we're going to see more people get dropped. Remember, Kenny Payne. That's the man who I was thinking of. Kenny Payne. Everyone loved Kenny Payne at ESPN. All right, people are going to start leaving because people are waking up to the fact that ESPN is not the sports coverage that they used to know. As well as First Take. First Take is not good. First Take is now Woke Take, by the way.